day we got the FBI letter.
What was the FBI letter?
We got an FBI letter. They sent the letter to Priority Records saying one guy was like, I'm, part of this department of the FBI, and we're very concerned with this record called Straight Outta Compton. You guys got a song on there called Fuck the Police, and we think this song could encourage, people to go against law enforcement and blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that. And basically, we'd like it if you guys took it off the shelf, you know what I'm saying, to that tip. So, they call us up there, they panicking. We don't know why they want us to come. They just like, man, you got to come over here. We got to talk to you. We get up there and it's like, pull out this letter, FBI. And we're like, he's like, man, do you know what this is? This fucking agent, he sent me this letter, and, they was all like nervous and shit. And we're looking like, a letter? That's all you get? They're not going to come in here and try to fuck with us? Like, they're not going to, arrest us, cuff us, rough us up, none of that? And we're like, y'all scared over a fucking letter? Come back to South Central with us, Deal with the sheriffs down there, They do way more than give you a letter. So we felt that it was like, Easy was like, we're gonna be big as fuck after this. You know what I'm saying? But the guys at the record company, this was the first time they ever dealt with like pushback. First time the government probably even knew they existed. So they were freaked out, and we were like, okay, we was looking for them to raid our houses and shit. Like, damn, because we done seen the battle ram, we done seen them run up in people's houses on dope charges, whatever, especially in the late 80s, early 90s. That's like they got a kick out of just running up in people's houses and shit. So we were like looking for that to come in the next few weeks. We was looking like, oh, they about to hit us. And it never happened. So we was like, what's the issue? What's the problem? Why
so it was just
so
that
scared?
letter and that was it?
It was just that letter. And then we made the letter public, and they kind of just backed off and shit. And then it became this big story of, the FBI hates this group. I think we was on the cover, like, one of those, New York magazines, and it was like, the FBI hates this group.
Yeah, look at this.
Yeah, the FBI hates this band.
Wow.
Yeah.
Easy was right.
Yeah, he was.
That. A song recorded by the rap group N.W.A. on their album entitled Straight Outta Compton encourages violence and disrespect for law enforcement officer and has been brought to my attention. I understand your company recorded and distributed this album, and I am writing to share my thoughts and concerns with you. Advocating violence and assault is wrong, and we in the law enforcement community take the exception to such action. Violent crimes, a major problem in our country, reached an unprecedented high in 1988. 78 law enforcement officers were feloniously slain in the slain in the line of duty during 1988. 4 more in 1987. Law enforcement officers dedicate their lives to protection of our citizens, and recordings such as the one from N.W.A. are both discouraging and degrading to these brave, dedicated officers. Music plays a significant role in society, and I'd want you to be aware of the FBI's position relative to this song and its message. I believe my reviews reflect the opinion of the entire law enforcement community. Huh.
Yeah.
Never met this dude?
Nah, never.
Interesting.
Yeah.
1988, it was a different world. And that was the first. That was like the first moment of that where we had heard that like the government and politicians were concerned about rap music.
Without a doubt. And then it just, they didn't come after me, but all these other different agencies was starting to hit us up, and, they started going after Ice-T, a little bit, because Body Count did a song called Cop Killer. Mm-hmm. And, it was a time when we grew up real fast. We had to understand that, this is bigger than hip hop, and we gotta stand up for what we know is true and right. It's like we not making shit up, It's go down, I've seen guys tell cops, you know what I mean? It's like, take off that gun, take off that badge, and we can knuckle it up in the streets and do it like men. And so, we knew that sentiment was out there where people was really like, yo, if you're gonna act like a thug, you know what I'm saying, let's thug it out. You know what I'm saying? Or you're gonna act like an officer, then we'll we'll respect your authority.